Hey guys, Chase here, and I'm on a quest. A quest to find some useless crap I made. Huh. So, if you haven't figured it out, I love Celeste. This indie darling from Matt Makes Games, XOK Games, may look simple and silly on the surface, but has much more depth than it might seem. The game received numerous accolades, such as winning Best Independent Game at the 2018 Game Awards. And out of curiosity, who presented the award? Oh, darn it.
Shelfie!
So today, I will be ranking and reviewing the 9 chapters in Celeste. A variety of things can contribute to a chapter's placement, like mechanics, strawberries, difficulty, and B/C sides as well. I was going to do those separately, but my schedule is too busy for that, so I'll just lump it in there. Without further delays, let's do this! We're starting things off 1,500 meters up the world-renowned Celestial Resort Hotel! What a bold dream. This level has you travel through Mr. Oshiro's hotel, clearing junk for him and making your way to the roof. Now, why is this level so low? For one, it's a run killer, and for two, look at how cramped it is! Most other levels are much more open, allowing more freedom and movement. This level doesn't have that. Also, this level has very little in regards to unique mechanics other than clearing junk. Fun fact, if you clear the towels and then turn back, you can get a crystal heart, or as the Celeste players call it. The highlight of the level is definitely end because it's finally open and Mr. Oshiro says that there's a hole in the roof. You don't say. Also, there's the B-side. This one isn't too great either. I just remember it because the music sounds like a disco party. The C-side. I hate this with a burning passion. Next chapter. Next up, we have the formal final level after the normal final level before the new final level, everyone's favorite mishmash of level design cliches. What I mean is, by hitting these switches you can go from one level archetype to another. This simple gimmick single-handedly takes 2 overused level types and makes something fresh with it, and it is my favorite gimmick in the entire game. But this level wouldn't be complete without more harsh contrast. This mechanic is great, but it's mixed in with a limited double dash. You only regain a dash via these dash crystals, so I don't like that. Just tossing it out there, I hate that the levels post-summit limit your double dash. This just feels out of place and limits your movement options. At least I can appreciate the ending where you have to constantly switch between archetypes to keep from dying. At least that's cool. Moving swiftly on, the B-side. To quote Scott the Waz,
You know what? That's actually pretty good.
this one isn't too spectacular, but a decent reward. And now the C-side. I like this one because of this.
Don't blink. Don't blink.
At least it's well designed and is a great reward for enduring the torture of the Summit Seaside. Here we have the old site, where the crystal heart is placed. You gotta be kidding me. And also where you first meet your dark side, so to speak. This level features these dream blocks, which the modding community just loses their minds over, and also this chase sequence where Battle Line says some words and gives an accurate depiction of a chase sequence. Oh, and it was all just a dream. How shocking. Now, the B-side, I like this. And the C-side, I kind of like this. This level doesn't have much of its own say, so we'll just move on. Here's the Forsaken City. It's really open and accessible. The music, it's good. Alright, enough joking around. Here's the first level of the game. Did you know? A skilled player can beat it without dashing. What? Now, like I strongly said earlier, the level is very open with many branching paths, giving it the feel of a real city with many secrets. You know, it feels like everyone has their 1-1, the level they can peruse through without issue and knows every little secret. Yeah, this is my 1-1. I've played this one stage to death and I know that to get the Crystal Heart, you must stash in a very specific sequence in this very specific room. Huh? Also, the music is incredible. Lena, you did a good. Also, Theo's here. He doesn't really do much until chapter 3, but he's here. You can just repeatedly talk to him and it'll say his username is Theo under the stars. Pardon? Anyways, the developers did a good first level. Here I have placed the Mirror Temple in the center of the list. This level starts off with the cutscene, or as us Celeste players call it. I enjoy this level mainly for the secrets well planned and hidden away. The strawberries are in fact well placed. But I'm a little miffed about the heart because you have to do this. Like, how am I supposed to know that? If it wasn't for Google, I wouldn't make it anywhere in this game. I also enjoy the atmosphere of the place, well fitting for the Halloween season. This place is spooky and it only gets progressively creepier until the end of the level. That's comforting. Oh, and the B-side. For most, the B-side takes longer than the regular level, but to me I like to call it the king of irony, but I know it's fun. Now we have, here we have, nope. I guess I have to break it to him. At least I genuinely enjoyed it. Next chapter. And here we have Bright Colors the level. I used basic math to find out that Bright Colors the level includes the most concepts out of any level. You know what? I'll do a highlight reel. Clouds, pink clouds, aero blocks, blue bubbles, wind, snowballs, the feather minigame, and the Mario Bros. 3 reference for the Crystal Heart. Whew. Yeah, there's a white block that you can crouch on for a few moments to go to the background. This is also the only heart I found by myself without Google because I'm a Mario fanboy. There's also a B-side and a C-side. Those don't really stick out that much, but all 3 levels have top-notch level design. Oh, it's the end of the Summit Seaside, tree and all. Celia, yes, that's her name, should be here and... Dang it! This is the premise for the story, and welcome to space where there's jellyfish in the sky. It didn't have to make sense. Anyways, this level is the longest and hardest in the game, but also one of the best designed. You also have to learn one last advanced movement technique, the wave dash. Can I just say how awesome that is? Before this level was added, the wave dash was just a speedrunning technique, and that was it for a while. Then, the devs acknowledged this and implemented it into an official level. Oh, and the beat block got 4 states this time around. I like this part because you don't just fail, but fail to the beat. No, 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 no. Also, if you hang left here, you see something worthy of the next MatPat video. I died right after. If you couldn't figure it out, once you learn the wave dash, the level kicks your butt. I used invincibility several times. I only have a little shame. Even then, this level is undoubtedly one of the best designed ones in the game. Alright, here we have Reflection, a very chill level mostly. Right from the start you can tell that it's different, as there are very few collectibles. There's a B-side tape and a Crystal Heart room. This room is interesting because I can't find its OST. I also really enjoy the level design with the golden feathers and the Kevin blocks. Yeah, that's what the Celeste community calls them. I also really like this Easter egg with references to whatever this thing is. And this chapter ends with an epic battle against Battleline. This is probably the best moment in the entire game. This is the rare moment where story, music, and gameplay are so well weaved into each other that it's difficult to recreate. Or maybe it's the fact that you get a double dash at the end. Oh well, now it's time for number 1! At number 1 we have the Summit.
Oh, there's a big surprise!
This level has some top tier level design and some kids Mario Maker stage. To get this out of the way, the B-side is literally the normal level but harder, and the C-side is a nightmare. So, the summit. This level is amazing! It takes you through 7 segments, each representing the chapters before the summit and the actual summit. In fact, to nab the Crystal Heart, you must collect 6 gems from the 6 segments before the summit. I didn't know that the first time through, but I did pick up this one because, ooh, shiny thing. Anyways, I think the reason the level design peaks is the double dash. This is the only level where you can freely use it, and because of that, you get some crazy stuff around the end. Also, I really like the upward wind. Floatier jumps are always a win. Overall, the summit is probably the best level I've played in a platformer. Either it's that good, or I need to play more platformers. Overall, Celeste is an amazing game worth every penny. I've sunk hours and hours into this game. And you know what? Let's go onto Steam and see how many hours I've sunk into this game. I've got a problem.